Hello and welcome back to Turnabout Substitution. Last time we left off, this lady was applying for a position at our office as probably our legal counsel or something like that. Yet I'm not quite sure. But we also saw that the judge, the guy who says whether or not a person is guilty or not guilty and slams that gavel thing, he was in prison, the slammer, and he claimed he didn't do nothing. Is he telling the truth? Probably, because this is a Phoenix Wright game. But if you're new, maybe not, we'll find out. So, why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Because they're in the cafeteria. Ha 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 ha. You know, Phoenix Wright, ho hum. Wow, this is great. Apollo's getting nowhere. Okay, Apollo. Much as I'd like to not laugh at your lawyer jokes, we'd better get going with the investigation. The R in RIA stands for rude. You're right, of course. Well, I guess it's time to check out the crime scene? Okay, so this is the part of the game where, sorry, I just moved there. This is the part of the game where we examine some things and look for evidence. We can talk, but I'm gonna go ahead and just move on with the game because I know what to do. And usually in these segments right here, when you can talk with your assistant, there isn't much you can talk with him about. So we're gonna move back to the detention center. Whoops, I'll come back later. We can't go back to the detention center, but whenever we move somewhere, it'll have a check mark there. It'll also have a nice, clear, squeaking sound. And now we're in Clooney's prison. Wow, this is an asylum, alright. Yeah. It's a prison, scientifically speaking. After all, these patients are murderers. Hey, Emma. Hey, kids. Speaking of kids, where's Trucy? Trucy was his previous assistant. She's not in the country at the moment. Apollo, do you know this woman? Humph, I see. Ooh. You might not want to bring your girlfriend to a crime scene. Ooh. Girlfriend? No. It tends to be rather bloody and they're not that useful anyway. Oh. Either she's jealous or she's just poking fun at him. But Apollo, let me handle this. Wow, Apollo is really getting walked on here. I'll have you know, Miss Emma. That's Miss Sky to you. Miss Sky, I'm a funeral director. I even arranged the burial of my own brother. How much more badass can you get? Death no longer scares me. Blood? It's just a red stain. But that's not very scientific, is it? Yeah, about that. You're his attorney? Sure, come with me. But you better lab coat up, because this is gonna be legendary. What? I didn't catch that, actually. I think we're going with her to, do some... what a creepy place. Science stuff. Others were luckier. Flashbacks. That's it. Stage is yours. I'm not doing the job for you, but let me know if you find anything interesting. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so what we need to do is talk with, I think Emma. When we found the defendant, he was lying on the ground with a gun in his hand. Yeah, our client told us. But that wasn't all of it. Lying next to him was a prison guard. Could this be the second shot? Turns out he had witnessed the whole thing. Unfortunately for you, his story matches up with the evidence. I misunderstood what you just said. But you'll see for yourself soon enough. Okay, so we can't talk with her anymore. What we need to do is examine things. On the bottom screen, or should I say the right screen, we need to move this around, and if we can see anything, it'll have like a little check over it, else it'll just say this. No clues here. Thank you for the obvious, Apollo. Blood on the wall. No, prison bed. There's also a bloody handprint, probably the victim's. Just a red stain, right? Right? Yep. Still, there's something bothering me about this one. Blood added to the court record. Blah, blah, blah. Can I click on that? I can. So let's go ahead and check out what that blood was. It was found at the scene of the crime scene, and that's about all we know. Anything else? That's not. Nope. Nope. No. Usually there's a lot of personality and just everything in this game, but I'm not going to take the time to read those right now. So we checked this out. Can we check this? Blood on the wall of the prison bed. There's also a blood and handprint. Okay, we've seen this already. I can't fast forward. Oh. No, did it again. Gunshot. Let's check that out. A bullet hole. Looks like Erlenmeyer was shot in the head. Clear, simple, precise. That's how crime scenes should be. That's not scary. On the ground here, there's a gun. A gun! The murder weapon! Thank you, Captain Obvious. Brilliant deduction, as always. What else would you use a gun for? Mushroom hunting? Where the hell did that come from? Haha, just teasing. You barely even know him, man. Woman! Come on. Let's go examine that gun there. The murder weapon, and that's about all we know. Okay, I don't think there's anything else at the moment. Let's see if we can talk with... No. Okay, so right now we should probably talk about these things to Emma. This blood. Is the victim blood? Yes, victims. This was confirmed by DNA analysis. And yet the police couldn't find the body. Which means the killer must have disposed of it in some way. But how did he do it? I think there's a more important question to ask. Why are there no traces of blood outside the cell? I have no idea. Scientifically speaking. Blood updated in the court record. Let's also present the gun to her, see if she knows anything about it. About this gun. Oh, you found it? Sherlock Holmes would have been proud of you. Alright, here's some information for you. The gun has Judge Chambers' fingerprints on it. The single bullet we found matches the gun perfectly, making it the murder weapon. But according to Chambers, the weapon was fired twice. Absolutely. One bullet missed, yet there is still an Erlenmeyer's body. How could he miss at such close range? Well, your client certainly doesn't look like the sharpest sniper around, and it was a pistol. It may have been his first time using a gun. Why was the judge carrying a gun in the first place? Because more effective than a gavel? Well, he's not wrong. You probably know guns aren't that easy to come by these days. Yeah, I do know that. Sorry, Apollo, I can't reveal that information. Not yet. Why are you holding out, lady? Well, judging by the evidence, it looks like your client is guilty this time. There really is no other solution. Are you still going to defend him? I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. But you know how you feel, Apollo. You know Chambers. He's fickle. He's afraid of responsibilities. Murder is an irreparable decision, much like a verdict. Chambers just doesn't have what it takes. But what if it's all a facade? Interesting. So you intend to prove your case based on barroom psychology. I wish you good luck then. Gee, thanks, Emma. Better interrupt them. Thanks for everything, Emma. Thanks for what? Thanks for being a good-for-nothing detective? But, scientifically speaking, the investigation didn't reveal anything new. Patrolman could have solved this case. But, it's even more depressing than an empty bag of Snackoos! Which, she probably is not going to munch on them, right? There we go. She's throwing them at us in case you couldn't tell. Chocolate rain. Oh, I don't want to sing that. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. I don't think I have the voice for it, so I'm not going to do it. You can't talk. You can talk now, but I won't be listening. I'm going to the precinct. Feel free to drop by any time. Okay, see. There she goes. Simple case, huh? Sad face. Almost too simple. Almost like a setup. Okay, I don't think we have anything else to examine. Let's move back to the asylum. Excuse me! Sir! Officer Mike Meekins reporting, sir! Who has cords of steel when you have this? You should invest in one, Apollo. Yes? What is it? I'm looking for an asylum, sir! An asylum! You're standing right in front of it. Excuse me, sir, but are you a police officer? Damn, it's contagious. Sir! I mean, sure. I mean, not exactly. You have to label me as a police officer or prison guard, sir. Then label me prison guard. Prison guard? That's interesting. So, what are you doing here anyway? Excuse me, sir, but are you an attorney with hideous horns? Why? Because, sir, I was told not to say anything to attorneys with hideous horns, sir. Are you an attorney with hideous horns, sir? Nope. What's wrong with this guy? Sir, were you by any chance involved in the Erlenmeyer incident? Sir, yes, sir. I'm not sure she qualifies as a sir. The prosecutor had to deal with a personal emergency, so I had to replace him, the prosecutor. Could you please tell us about what happened last night, sir? Sir, yes, sir. Okay, so, his name is Mike Meekins, and as you can tell, he uses a, megaphone? But, before we actually get into talking about him, let's examine this, thing on the ground here. What's a wig doing here? More importantly, how can you lose your wig without noticing it? Strange. I could swear I've seen this somewhere before. Wig added to the court record. We're gonna check that out in just a bit. Look, a ladder. Captain Obvious strikes again. Actually, it's technically a ladder. I know, I just said it. Oh, you're right. My bad. But then the list of jokes I don't understand. Okay, so let's look at this for a second. No, that's not what I want to look at. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. A wig. A riddle wrapped in mystery inside an enigma. It's found at the asylum, but what was it doing here? Let's see what we have for profiles here. We do not have any profiles that look like they have the same kind of hair, so there's nothing we can do about it. Not that I think we could have before, but, you know, connecting pieces of evidence and whatnot. So, in the next episode, yeah, I'm Mannequin here, sadly. In the next episode, we're going to talk to Mike Meekins. We're going to have more voice cracking. We're going to have more megaphone. Are you guys excited? I know I am. So, until next time, guys, I will see you later.